Hello everyone, and today we are playing Robocraft. And this is what we're going to do. We are going to build a hover with ions on it. Nobody's ever done this before. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, where is this accent from? Where is Ataribot from? What is his real accent? Nobody really knows. That is the thing. Nobody knows who Ataribot really is. Except for Ataribot, of course. And even then, who knows? Today we are building. I already told you what we were building. You'll figure it out. We put lots of blocks here. The idea is that we Triforce. We Triforce. We try to force things to work. And when they don't, we try to force them some more. No. Okay. Here's what we are really doing. And this is my real accent. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. So, basically, we are building a grand hover. We are putting lots of stuff to be shot off the front, basically. But we're going to have so many hovers in so many different places that it doesn't really matter. So anyway, all this stuff could get shot off. So we're just putting a bunch of decorative stuff on the front. But the thing is with those little piranha builds, they don't have the CPU to withstand. If they don't take you out very fast and you have plenty of weapons on your robot, then there's a chance you can beat a piranha, I mean, as far as ground bots go anyway. But as far as bombers go, I'm sorry. If you're strictly an ion bot like this, you are food for a bomber. Because you cannot really do anything to attack them. Don't even bother. Just try to get out of their line of sight. And try to get out of their line of fire. One of the things that we do here, I use the blink module not only because it's an awesome module with 6 separate connection points that you can easily modify, side to side and front to back, whatever. But you can, it holds so much CPU that if you keep that in the middle of your bot, you have something like a core that'll keep you alive. And if you could just put enough stuff around your module, then you obviously have enough protection to escape and hit your blink whenever you have to, and but I've seen piranha builds that have blinks too, and it works. Believe me, it works. With just a slightly tankier build, the idea is to not go too nuts, but just add just enough to survive a little more longer than a regular piranha build would. So we're putting enough block spam up here. That's really not necessary. It's just here to be shot off. And the idea too with this is that this is a frontal assault robot. I mean, that you don't want people to sneak up behind you. You want to be the one that sneaks up behind them. And so, if anybody tried to take you out, now see, I changed something up here. I don't keep that. I actually make that a solid connection later, because I realized it would be better to be a solid connection there. But anyway, but you know what? You guys can do this build however you want. I'm just showing you the basics of how I did it, and to inspire you to build your own. If you're super lazy, I did put this up in the CRF as well, but I don't really, I like people to try to build their own. I don't care if you build it and put it in the CRF or whatever. I don't care. If you give me credit, that's awesome. Or some sort of credit, something. But, this is more for more to inspire people to do stuff. I wanted to put 4 of these thrusters on the back. In the end, I found it's best to just use 2. I'd rather have the extra CPU in that way. I don't like pushing the 2000 CPU limit. There's times I do. It just depends on the build. But with these shotguns, I don't want to be at 2000 CPU at the end. You know, I want to keep that number. I want to keep my CPU pretty low. Now you can see here, you see me using a lot of helium in weird places. And let me explain why that is. I'm not trying to make the thing float higher or anything like that. I'm trying to make it so that I have strong connection points. Each of those helium cubes has the strength of 6 regular cubes. So you can imagine that whole arm across the top there is actually going to be pretty hard to shoot off. And I've had people criticize me on leaving these hovers exposed on the back like this. Again, you know, that's just my choice, you know. I have enough. I could lose some. It's okay. I have more than enough hovers on this thing. So, yeah, try out some stuff here. I was like, we'll do that and that. I'll put some there. Connect it down there. You know, we paint it all black. Give it some fancy colors. I think that looks good. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, looks alright. Gave it some purple touchers. That's, for the most part, that's the build right there. You know, and you'll see how the Triforcing works out and everything. And you've seen it if you look at, I'll put the link to the video below. But League Arena episode 9, I used this build 3 times in a row. You know, well, there was a disconnect in between, so I didn't say that in my thing. But anyway, I use this build and it does really well. And that's why I say if it happens 3 times in a row, I mean, it's more than just luck. I had to do something right with this build. You know? A100. Now, I have uploaded 1 or 2 different versions. I don't know what's up there now, but I've made changes. Here's the advantages to coming to see my build videos on some of the robots I have in the CRF, is that you could see, oh, well, I think I disagree with them on this build part here, or you could build your own, or you could, you know what I'm saying? I added some more connection points there is what I was doing. And right there, that's where I said, okay, I decided I want a solid connection there. You know, it just works out better. And that's how I kind of debated. I was like, I decided in the end to go ahead and connect that whole section there by that one block. But maybe I should have used a helium block there, you know. I thought this would work nice. It's a lot of helium, though. The downside of the helium too is if you go too crazy with the helium blocks, you know, it kind of slows you down a little bit. So you want to be careful with the helium. If you're not worried too much with speed, it does give you a good bit of stability too. You know, and with these ions, people can tell you, it's good to have a little stability, especially with the smaller Piranha builds. So I thought we'd try. I like people to see the controls from the outside because it looks cool. Yeah. I thought that's something that looks like a seed or something here. We'll try forcing into that. Bink. And there, and there. A little more connections. That's all. You don't want things... You don't want your connection points to go just outward. You want them to loop back. You want loops in your connection points, so that if one connection point is destroyed, it's still connected at another connection point somewhere else. Not if your connection point, gets destroyed, the entire side of your ship is gone. You know what I'm saying? You need to make loops, giant or little loops. However you want your loops, they need to be in loops. All connection points need to loop. Come back into the main body somewhere. As you can see, I keep trying to do it. I try to do a bunch of different things. Oh, this is something. Oh, yeah. That was a bad idea. I take those thrusters back off. Let me tell you what I did do, though. Instead of putting those thrusters on top, take 3 of those tiny shields and put those on there. And you saw the little bit of cosmetics I started putting on the front. Just behind those cosmetics, you can put a couple small shields as well. And it makes it a little more tankier. Like I said, though, you don't get too carried away because, eventually you start getting up there in CPU, and you want to keep the CPU low. And you might say, hey, I'm going to lose some of these hovers and stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See these videos. I got to go. My video's about to end. All right. Later. Bye.